Italian sandwich called Panino in Panino Italiano, run Berawa in Bali. So, are you ready for this? Let's go! So now we are going to taste and talk to the owner of Panino Italiano and what makes a Panino sandwich. Is it a sandwich? Oh no!
It's not a sandwich!
No, it's not a sandwich! What's making good Panino? So, please introduce yourself, guys.
The boss first.
The boss first.
I'm a Septi. I'm a wife.
Yeah.
Mateo, nice to meet you.
Mateo.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you. Well, I call you Polo.
Yeah.
We're among friends after all. So, alright guys, before we talk about your delicious Panino, can you guys tell me why you opened a Panino Italiano? What is it, your frustration or what is it? Why?
Wanna go?
Why? You
So it was actually no plan to open this kind of business. We just actually, let's say, lost our jobs in the pandemic. And so that was like a plan B because nobody knew how long this pandemic is gonna last. And so we said maybe for a few months we can survive this.
Yeah.
And then slowly with a bit of luck and a lot of effort, I have to say, we started the first shop already. And then, yeah, we started.
All the good things started out. Yeah.
Started in home, started to go from there, and then opened a new shop in on the road. Thanks for collaboration with one of our suppliers.
Yeah.
And then after that, a few months, so that was August. So May we took it over. August we opened the first, last year. August we opened the first shop in Italia, and in November we opened this one. So all completely, super fast, totally unexpected. So we're happy about that.
Yeah. And all I know, I think people, you guys are both probably familiar with pizza or pasta, or people hear about Italian food. And what is an actual panino? Well, is it a sandwich? It's not a sandwich.
You can call it sandwich, like to make understand, non-Italian people speaking what we're talking about. But panino, it's, let's say, something that you can find typically in Italy. So the kind of bread, the kind of ingredients are different than what you usually find all around.
Right.
Uh,
It's kind of like a fast food.
Yeah, it's absolutely like a fast food. Like usually it's like if you get like panino with porchetta or panino with mortadella, it's simple thing that your mom can cook at home, that can prepare it all, give to you as a kid, and go play, and that's your like quick lunch or like a
Quick meal.
quick meal or a whole time would be in the morning, afternoon, evening.
But this does not look like the usual fast food that you find. This looks definitely very, very delicious. So, what make like what make a good panino? What's make a good panino? What if it's a panino? Like a cheeseburger, you have to have a good bun, and you have a good patties. What's make a good panino? I think the bread. Good bread. Good bread. So European, French, and Italian. Yeah, you're relying on the bread. Good quality bread. So we see 1, 2, 3, quality bread here.
We have 5, but yeah.
Oh, you have 5?
We have 5. So later we're gonna show you the 5th one in diet.
Special. So, yeah, so this is what I see. Maybe you can tell me what's the good panini. So it's bread and then what else?
So for sure the bread is very important.
Yeah?
And let's say that has been quite a challenge to find a good bread in here because humidity makes a lot of difference when you bake.
Yeah.
So we are very happy with our supplier right now. We're gonna make some of the bread in another place.
Oh, good.
But we have ciabatta, milk. No, don't say that.
Slowly. So we are now going to introduce what different kind of bread, right? So we go to so what the panino is with bread. Filling also. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's up to you. It can be any protein. It can be beef, chicken, pork, vegetarian, and even vegetarian. There you go.
So, vegan too. The fifth bread is a vegan recipe of bread. Some that have like milk
enjoy the money. That's great. And after all, your marketing rule of account free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait. Yeah.
So let's say that it's good for them too to have like a cheating day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, now I want to know like what different type of food. And probably what's the feeling inside also, and maybe you can tell me a little bit the story of especially Italian food, where it's come from. It's always have this really interesting background story behind it. So I want to know, and I know Italians are very, very people. It's very straight with your food.
Yeah.
That's true. So yeah, let's explore.
So
What we have here.
so let's say this is like
For the day.
this is not a masterpiece, which is actually
What's Nonna?
Nonna is the grandma.
Nonna is grandma.
So-
Italian and their mother.
You know, that the family thing. So so let's say that it's like a bite that's gonna bring you back in Italy. Seriously, later you're gonna try and you let me know if it's true or not. But
So I
it's
don't
like
know Italian grandma.
no, but you're gonna buy these and you're gonna just straight away go back in Italy. That's it.
Let's tackle.
So
So this is a ciabatta. Sorry.
yeah, this is a ciabatta.
Ciabatta bread, and then inside is
Meatballs, so 100% beef meatballs, rustica tomato sauce that actually we make here, basil and parmesan cheese.
Yeah. So
Super
it's
simple.
So three ingredients. What's Italian cooking? The tomato, of course, the basil, and the ciabatta. Yeah. And this is like the roasted potatoes.
Roasted baby potatoes with a little bit of garlic and rosemary.
We're gonna need to come back again. And then this is
The champion.
the champion.
The cha-
Actually, it's a breakfast.
yeah, it's a breakfast thing.
It's a breakfast. It's kind of like a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
Panino. It's a breakfast panino. So panino is for all that meals.
Yeah, pretty much.
So when you have panino in lunch or
Yeah, it's most commonly lunch. Because it depends actually about the area in which you live. Like north of Italy, people work a lot and they have only 1 hour, 1 hour and a half break time when they go out from the office. So the first thing that they're gonna get is a panino. It's quick, it's cheap, makes you full. That's it.
yeah.
Then of course it's up to you if you want to eat it in night time or usually this is like a typical thing that after concerts or the match it's like a street food that you usually get in a kiosk.
Right. So it is a street food. Yeah.
It's let's say the savior of so many drunken people. So before you go home you just stop at the kiosk, eat a panino, you go back and sober up.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
see. We call it a food
If you come back home, yeah, the food truck. So if you come back very, very late and it's almost morning, you can get something like this, which is a breakfast thing. So, you got to
Early, very, very early breakfast. So you
Late
have,
night.
is this a hot dog bun?
Yes.
It's a hot dog bun, it's a bit fun.
But, I see this, okay. Well, it looks like a hot dog bun.
Yeah.
Like an unfried bun. So it's a milk bun, and this is your homemade sausage, yeah? Yeah.
Exactly.
One of my kids' favorite meal. And it's a homemade pork sausage with some eggs and a milk bun. Yes,
Some melted cheese.
yeah, I see.
Usually we-
have building cheese.
Yeah, and usually we suggested to add some of the barbecue homemade sauce that we make.
Oh, you know that?
Yeah.
And this looks so good. A bit more. You have no idea how hard it is to try to stop yourself from the
Next we call
Okay, what's this one? Because I've never seen a bread before.
yeah, that's pretty new bread.
That kind of shape, so the kind of bread is very different here in Bali. Again, because of the but let's say that for each area of actually Michetta, then very open. Michetta. Then usually in Rome it's called Rosetta.
Oh yeah, so it's like a bun.
Exactly.
So this is a bun that you bake in a mold, or how did it make that shape?
That is like it's a recipe that comes from Austrian people who are in Italy. Okay, so the
history.
like World War stuff, and it's like a very old recipe but it makes the bread last longer. So this kind of shape, I actually don't know where it comes from, but it was like to have it like a lid on top, okay? So actually you can open it, and inside is supposed to be pretty empty, okay? Not so much bread, not so much.
Make it better,
Yeah. So you can start with other things inside, like the potato, the polpetta usually is something that you put, and then you can keep it inside and bring it away, keep it away.
Yeah.
Bring it over for 1 or 2 days. And
It's really like if you see the bread is very light and very
yeah,
yeah.
it has very light, crispy on top, and usually the soft part is on at the bottom.
The only thing about it, and
We're
it's
still working on that. But
it's good and it's very difficult to do that. So and then the inside is what we're working with.
It's a breadcrumb chicken, not and with secret tomato, mozzarella, and green paste.
it's a green sauce.
Green sauce.
What is it? Sauce? Pesto?
Green sauce.
But
No.
it's a secret ingredient.
Yes, that's secret ingredient. But usually the green sauce we call it in the north of Italy, some part of north of Italy we call it bagnetto. Okay, that we usually use with
What?
bagnetto.
Bagnetto. Bagnetto.
Bagnetto.
What is it, bagnetto?
Bagnetto is like wait. A bagnetto is like when you have your hot tub, okay, but for kids. So when you just wash your kids in a small hot tub, so you make bagnetto. So you make them little bit wet like that. So this bagnetto, the green sauce is actually something that you put on top of meat to make it like more wet.
More like bagno. Bagno is like
Yeah. So it's like you have a mini toilet.
But you know what? That's very interesting. I thought it was pesto. But what is it actually, like basil or
We mix it.
We have like we keep it local, so there is like a bok choy, basil, and yeah, but then the secret is all the ingredients that are in the middle, which is actually a lot.
yeah, so you put herb and some vegetables.
Yeah.
Green. So the only thing that I know, I usually use a pesto, but I never tried the other before, so definitely.
Actually, that's called New York calling. New York calling.
The name of the panino is New York.
Name of the
So we try to give like that kind of
What about the name? The name
Nonna masterpiece, the champion New York calling.
New York College. Why did you do that?
New York calling because it's actually not a real typical Italian panino. It's pretty much like the stereotype of Italian panino in New York.
New York.
So you have so many sauces, so many melting things, stuff, and so
American.
American.
Yes, of course. There's a lot of people who are Italian immigrants from New York. They even come up with the New York pizza.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So that's that's fine. Yeah. So this one focaccia.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this focaccia is actually one of my favorite bread.
You have so many flavors.
I do have all of them. I like to eat.
There's a
I
list of-
like that.
Long list of flavors.
No, wait, I don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, many.
That's cute, that's cute. I have many favorite foods.
The favorite for today and favorite for tomorrow.
Favorite every day. So what's this one?
This is zampa di porco. But actually, yeah,
Zampa.
zampa.
Zampa is one leg.
Leg. Zampa is what?
So it's the leg of beef.
Ah,
Just the name, because of course the name, if you imagine the zampa di porco, it's not, not very feasible. But the name is nice, and it's actually one of our friends from Italy that gave us the recipe.
I see.
Together.
Okay.
And it's made with porchetta. We make our homemade porchetta.
And
It's
so you
actually
like to probably start watching it?
porchetta is basically like a roast pork belly. Okay. Of course, there is different kind of recipe from the north, from the central, from the south of Italy, and everyone fight which one is the best. Whatever. We don't care, we make our own. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, so you roast like the whole pork belly.
The whole pork belly.
And then you
two different kind of mentality. There is someone that make like very thin slices like we do, and it's for me it's better because it's a little bit more fancy.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
that way, yeah.
Otherwise, the real way, let's say the village style, it's like a
The
very
rustic way,
thick, yeah, very thick, like half centimeter, 1 centimeter thick the bread.
So this is more like a daily style.
Yeah, it's more like a gourmet.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And you put the caramelized onions,
Potato cream, caramelized onion, forget. It's actually our roasted potato, this one, blended with milk, and of course some other ingredients to make it more. Yeah, but it's simple cream, but then you get the roasted on the back because it's.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have like the
So that kind of roasted potato, it's quite tasty.
Oh.
And then, rocket salad, arugula,
Yeah,
make a bit of balsam.
I really like the report. Quite a nice, really nice flavor and characteristics. It's not as boring as just regular lettuce. So this is
You
just
couldn't say better. I hate the lettuce in
Yeah.
salad, so that's why there is only one kind of salad in our place.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I just realized that. Good one. So this is why I like this place. Besides, I can put it on my tab. Alright, so Panino Italiano, obviously born out of the necessity of this pandemic. I'm sure everybody can relate. And then it gives birth to this delicious sandwich that is not too common in Indonesia. Usually we hear more about this regular sandwich or Bali. Never Panino. So I don't know any other Panino places. So
We've been lucky to be the first, let's say.
yeah, you guys are. You guys are. So if people want to try, probably can they go
Food, grab food, we haven't actually put them up, they can save a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And it's on Skype, they can message us at the beginning of the link to make the order.
Oh, it's nice.
Okay, so WhatsApp is another option.
Yeah, of
And
course.
we have 33 panini, so the minimum is 33 panini, 3 salads, 3 kind of cutting board slices of cheese and burgers.
Yeah.
And plus, if you're not happy with 33 panino and all that, you can make your own. So you have a
Yeah,
menu with
build
which
your
you-
own Panino. Amazing. Okay, besides selling a delicious made meal like Panino, here they also sell some fresh cheese. Some cheese. Some Italian cheese.
We will some fresh cheese too, maybe next week.
Oh, nice. But here we have like a cheese platter. And we're going to talk about like Italian cheese that we have here. Maybe you can kind of explain to me three cheeses. What's this one, guys?
This is a piattone. Piattone.
Piattone.
Okay, so actually piatto it means flat. This is like pretty big shape, so it's big piattone. Yeah, it's round and flat.
Round
So
and flat.
It's like a plate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So piattone means
Plate. A big plate. Let's say.
plate and flat. Okay.
And then it's pretty much like an Italian version of the brie.
Of the beer.
And what about the French?
Okay. Tasty as well. Different kind of.
Different, okay. Similar to, yes, because what make a brie is it has this white mold exterior and it has a really soft that kind of melty inside. And then the one in the middle, yes, it's like a yeah. It's the original blue cheese.
There you
The
are.
original
The blue cheese is the fake version of a gorgonzola.
blue cheese is the fake
No.
version of a
Yes.
gorgonzola is the original one.
Gorgonzola.
Oh,
You don't like gorgonzola.
So, yes, because I noticed it's have this usual soft cheese characteristic and it's have the blue veins, so that's the mold that we make. If you're not used to strong smell cheese, this is the One of the strong, yeah.
Yeah, it's possibly one of the strong. Let's say that we use the sweet one. And it's also like the spiced one and the extra spicy kind of. And but let's say that it's already enough tasty for this kind of panino.
So, but this is both are cow milk cheese?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, it's cow milk cheese. And this is the hard cheese that we have here. It's Parmigiano?
Grana Padano.
Grana Padano Parmesan cheese. What's the difference between the two? What's the difference?
Like sometimes I'm confused too about that, but let's say that the Parmigiani come from Parma, so which is actually one area.
Oh, it's the area.
So it's yeah, it's like a DOP, like the original production of the product. So that's why they call it the Parmigiano or Grana Padano, it's from another area. So but it's pretty much the same recipe.
I see. So the one that we have like a third.
No, it is only cow milk.
Cow milk.
The only thing that never say to a people from Parma that you're gonna eat Grana Padano. And never say to a person from a Padano area that you're gonna get the Parmesan.
Oh,
because otherwise
nationality.
yeah, it's all that kind of difference, but
Can we
both
book
super
it?
good.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Yeah. So, I didn't know that. So, it's actually just the name of the cheese from different regions. It's not the
Don't want me to get wrong. Let's say generally yeah, it's like that.
It's like the sauce bolognese.
Yeah.
So, Bolognese. So, Bolognese is from Bolognese. Other places is ragu.
Yes.
Exactly.
There you go.
The bolognese comes from the New York style recipe, but actually we don't call the ragu bolognese. We call ragu.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
Bolognese.
Straight from the Italian itself.
I mean, you can call the lasagna bolognese, which is actually made with ragu, and maybe that's the way that they mixed up the way you call things. You know, like when you call bolognese, for us it's more like the lasagna. Lasagna with the ragu alla bolognese.
I'm just kidding. It's good. So I would love to try the cheese.
Please.
Can share
Go.
right? Piattone. Yes.
Yeah. Buon appetito.
Buon appetito.
Grazie. So I love brie. It's have a very. I love cheese. And it's have a mild taste. It's exactly like brie,
Yeah.
but it's better because it's Italian.
Usually you wait like a couple of minutes out of the fridge so it gets a bit more melted and the taste comes out.
Oh, okay. Now second time is for the gorgonzola. For all of you that don't really like cheese and just starting to get to know cheese, gorgonzola is a very full flavor cheese that when you eat it, it takes time to get used to it. It's an acquired taste like when you're eating durian, when you're drinking beer. It's kind of have that flavor and also yeah, you can smell it. Like it's have a very distinctive smell. Like yeah. Buon appetito. So it's very delicious. I love it. I really like blue cheese. Oh, I really like cheese.
Chocolate blue cheese.
I really like gorgonzola. Sorry, Italian.
Because of the strong smell, we usually have like parents that when we are kids, if you don't wash your feet before you go to sleep, you're gonna smell gorgonzola. That's how you explain the smell of the gorgonzola.
I am really sorry, but it does kind of resemble the smell of belly feet. I know it doesn't sound so appetizing, but
But the taste is so different.
it tastes
Or at least you never
Almost
try
like-
to eat someone's feet.
maybe. Look at it. Okay, now the last one we have grana padano. So apparently in Italy when you have a cheese platter, you eat grana padano on its own and not with bread, as this is the type of cheese that will cleanse your palate, or it will be eaten at the end of your meal when you're not having dessert. Do I get that right?
Exactly. Could
Okay.
be actually like an appetizer too, or just a snack or whatever.
Yeah.
But parmesan is already kind of dry,
Yeah.
so you don't with the bread.
Yeah. And usually this platter is
Could be an antipasto. Yeah, could be an antipasto.
An antipasto is a platter that has cheese and then all the cold cuts of meat,
Salami.
pancetta, mortadella, and it's served just as it is, kind of cold, and you can eat it with bread. So it's kind of get your appetite going.
Usually it's like to accompany a glass of wine.
What or wine?
Yeah. Usually it's like wine and you do not get straight away drunk. You have this kind of flavor.
Oh, really? Okay. So that's the key to the Italian lifestyle for the longevity. Apparently, it's the wine. Drink wine. So, aperitivo.
Yeah.
Aperitivo. What aperitivo?
Which one is your favorite?
Oh. Never least. It's very, very, very sharp. I'm not sure if people have this, but usually when after I eat either mental cheese or parmesan, I have this tingling on the mouth.
Yes.
That's normal, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this sensation in your mouth, this tingling on your mouth. I wouldn't call it an aftertaste, I would usually call it an after sensation. It's not bad. It will linger for a little bit. And oh, but that was delicious. I'm definitely taking this home. So that was some of the food from Panino Italiano. I am going to try some of the delicious panino. And then we today have tried some cheeses, delicious cheese from Italy. And I would like to thank you to Paula, Septi and Zohan for the cheese.
The tasting guide.
The tasting guide. I'm gonna taste the sandwich with Zohan. Thank you guys for having me here and for introducing me a little bit to what is good panino all about. Thanks Panino Italiano.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and then I will see you in the next episode with more tasting or more cooking.